Boys Night.
Right,
It's Boys
bro.
Night.
It is. It is. You know what time it is. I know what time it is. It's time for a boys' night.
It sure is. How long has it been since our last Boys Night?
I feel like it's almost been it's almost been a week, bro.
I think it's approximately 8 days, and that's a long time between Boys Nights.
That is a real long time. I mean, because
'Cause
a
look-
lot of time spent in between that not doing a boys' night. You know what I mean?
Me and other people of many genders night. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But we got a good one tonight. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it at Boys Night. I got big plans.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, don't you mean we got big plans?
I mean, I got big plans for us that
Okay.
I'm going to tell you about.
Sure.
And the first plan I got, all right, we're here digitally, obviously. I'm in my all wood room. You're in some kind of recording studio.
Yeah.
We are going to, over this connection, we are going to watch that grocery store bagging tournament.
Awesome. I was afraid that you were gonna make fun of me if I suggested it, but I should have known we were on the same wavelength, bro.
I love watching those guys put that stuff in the bags.
They are so talented.
Yeah.
Alexander Timothy, that guy's won 3 years in a row. I think he goes down today.
You think so?
I think he's gonna lose.
You think Timothy Alexander's got it?
I do. I do. I feel like he's an up and comer. Okay, he's challenging the old man. But I think today's going to be the day that Alexander Timothy goes down.
Well, I'm rooting for Timothy Alexander. And here's what I'm going to say the whole time. You're going to hear me say this all night as we're watching. I'm going to say, put the cold on the bottom. Put the cold on the bottom. Because that's what you got to do,
I just get tired of the guys who and ladies that make mistakes and put the bread and the bananas at the bottom. I mean, that's amateur. That's amateur stuff.
You slide the bread into a little, like you Tetris it at the very end.
Yeah. In
just
there. Like that.
But that can't be the only thing we do.
No, can't.
You can't just watch grocery bagging. I mean, look, it's a great entertaining sport. And I could watch it all night, but we can't just do that on Boys Night.
Nope.
I got to enjoy a brew here.
I'm going to enjoy. So, I mean, I was walking around with this on the street. You can't be, I can't be, I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, they don't have open carry, alcohol. So inside this, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of Bailey's, a little bit more Bailey's, some Kahlua, some creme de cacao.
Oh wow! So it's Irish and the islands. It's everything.
It is. So I'm feeling good and buzzed, bro.
Happy to hear it. We also gotta go do some stuff. We gotta go do some shit.
Yeah, on Boys Night, you gotta go out.
Yeah, it's a Boys Night. You gotta go out. You gotta live it up. You gotta paint the town. And I know what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do, bro?
I've been wanting to do it for years. First time ever. I want to play a complicated board game.
Okay. All right. So, okay. I think I'm down with that. I hope it doesn't take shorter than about 4 hours.
It's going to be approximately 4.5 hours of board game.
Good, because my favorite board games are actually the ones where it takes like an hour just to read the rules.
Yeah, and then you got to like very meticulously set up the board.
Yep.
You got to like build little stuff. Yeah, those are the best ones.
That's awesome. Well, I want to do something. I was thinking like maybe after that or before that, if we get sleepy, we get tired, maybe, I haven't done it since I was little. Maybe we could go out, we could jump some rope.
Yeah, double Dutch.
Maybe double Dutch, maybe single Dutch, maybe triple Netherlands, I mean, whatever. We can do whatever. And you know why that is?
Because it's a boys' night?
It's a boys' night.
Boys' night!
Boys' night!
Okay, look. You rolled a 7, okay?
I did.
You rolled a 7. Now, usually, most times, that means you move 7 spaces. And I saw that you moved your piece on the board 7 spaces.
Yeah, because I rolled a 7.
Right. Okay. That's not how this game works. In this game, when you roll a 7, you have to look in the guide and you have to go to page 7, and on there it tells you how many spaces you move. So look in the guide, find page 7, see what that says.
It says I go backwards 4.
Okay, then we go backwards 4, and then it'll be.
This is my first roll. Like, where do I go?
Okay, so since it is your first roll and there's no spaces behind you, all right, so we got to bring out the auxiliary board that you can go back onto. So I put that one in the attic. So in a minute, I'll go to the attic and I'll grab the auxiliary board. We can set up the auxiliary board, put it behind the regular board.
Okay, Carl.
Yeah.
Like, okay, when you told me you were having problems, I figured we could hang out, play the game that you want to play, but you literally started reading the rules like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And this is my first roll, and now you've got to go get another. Are there more rules for the auxiliary board?
Well, yeah, there's the auxiliary board. It's basically like you're underwater, because the idea is like one board is land, one board is water, right? So in the auxiliary board, you're underwater, and you basically, it's like you're moving at half speed, and also you're running out of breath. So if you don't get off the auxiliary board within approximately 3 minutes, you're gonna suffocate. Now that does not mean you die.
Okay,
Carl, that just means you go to heaven, which is a different board that I gotta go to the basement to get.
All right, Carl, I feel like I'm going to hell listening to this right now. I look, just admit this is about Kelly. Look, I know she left, and I know she took your favorite board games with her in the divorce, but I just
bought this one 3 days ago because I was out at games and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the game store. And I asked the clerk there, what's your best game? And he said, Drown and Go to Heaven, top game #1. And so and Kelly never played those old games with me. She never played those old games with me.
Right.
And usually he said this one's better for 6 players or so, but you could play it with 2. And so Joel, it's me and you. It's we're gonna do this.
I guess I'm surprised that you went to that store. I mean, Kelly and him, like, that's why she left, because of how many board games he had, and like she was disappointed in your collection and like the size of your collection, and she's like just the girth of the amount of board games he had was just like more impressive than yours, is what she always said.
She said that to you.
Oh, gosh,
she said she just needed some space and time. She said she was going to her mom's and that she just needed some space and time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's probably, yeah. You're right. I think I might have just, Carl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you knew. That's why I was really surprised that you went to Games R Us, and
you're saying that Tyler and Kelly,
they're playing board games together.
They
are, yeah. And like really for like a long time. Like, I mean,
how long has this been? Because I didn't know any of this. She didn't tell me anything. Tyler never let on.
No. I'm not saying that like this has been happening for a long time. I'm just saying like when they play board games, I mean, it's from dusk till dawn. They don't stop. Like
Tantric board games?
Like he can go all night with board games. Like he doesn't get tired. And
I don't believe that's real. I think he's probably on taking drugs or something so he can play board games longer.
No,
because everybody gets tired, okay? Everybody gets tired.
Tyler doesn't, man. She said
sometimes, like your board game hand, like you've got your board game hand like this, and then sometimes it just kind of droops, And
he doesn't do that. She said he goes hard with these board games, and like he doesn't stop, and like sometimes she'll have to take a break, and he's still going, and then like she comes back, and she's just like she just jumps right back into the game, and
All right. All right. She's ready to jump right back in.
Yeah.
This is the most amazing jump rope competition I have ever seen.
Never seen anything like it before. She's incredible. She's been going for 12 hours. She's 1 hour away from the world record for
Dan,
jump roping.
Dan, I can't believe that we knew coming here on ESPN 7.
You're right.
That bringing a camera crew to this playground right here today, we would witness a world record. They laughed at us back in Connecticut. Yeah. They said, you'll never get ratings with a jump rope competition that middle schoolers are in. Yeah. And we are proving them wrong today. Yeah.
Look at us now. Look at Carin. This is about Carin.
Sure, it's about Carin, but it's also about us keeping our jobs and being right.
You're damn right, Steve. Well, little Carin, we had a very quick little interview with her mother. Let's shoot to that interview right now. Carin's mother. Can you tell me a little bit about Carin's inspiration behind this jump roping? What has it been that has gotten her to be able to go for 12 hours, just 1 hour away from the record?
Well, I knew that she had talent from when she was like yay big, like up to my knee, and I got her a jump rope coach when she was 3.5, and she's been training hard, jumping rope every day.
Cut. Listen, look, the viewers are going to want something more sad. Okay, they're going to need some kind of story. Right now, it sounds like everything has been really easy in your life, so you just got to make something up. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, and we're back with Carin's mom. Carin, what is it about your daughter that it has her prepared and potentially going to break the record?
Well, she trained really hard because I died for a year. Like I was legally dead.
Oh my God.
They buried me, and I had to come out, like my hand came out of the grave, like right out of the grave, like from a fucking movie. And so she was like training really hard that whole year that I was dead. And Carin was just like, "This for you, Mom. This for you."
That's incredible. Thank you, Carin's mom, for sharing. Back to you, Steve. Steve, we're gonna win awards for this.
What a story! I have never heard of anything like this.
Thank you.
Look, people say sports is about the competition. They say sports is about physical prowess and athleticism, and it is about all those things. But it's also about stories. And we learn to love the people that we root for. And I've never loved anyone more than I love this young girl, Carin, for her perseverance. I think of her as my own daughter.
Well, Steve, you can't. She's not your kid.
Well, given that her mom died for a year, I think I could probably go to court and legally adopt her, saying that her mother had died.
Steve, this is on air right now, and you're talking about potentially kidnapping a child, right?
I don't consider it to be kidnapping. I will go through all the proper legal channels.
Steve, like you're upsetting the kid. Carin's crying out there. She's crying.
She can hear me. I thought she was competing. I thought she was still jumping. Am I talking too loud?
It's over the intercom.
Oh boy. Okay, look.
She's literally bawling right now. Carin, keep going. You just have 20 minutes left. Steve, stop.
I want to apologize for my comments, or at least put them on hold until this is over, and then we can finally get the paperwork in place and getting going, so that I can.
Carin's mom just died again. Look what you've done.
That's great news. I can really get through this and adopt that very, very courageous young girl.
Steve, I don't know if ESPN 7 is supposed to be about sports, and you're taking it way too far.
But this is good television.
Hey, bro, this is good. This is good television, man.
You know,
Good.
I didn't think that it would be. Like my lady, my girl,
Yeah.
she's always talking about Bachelorette, Bachelorette, Bachelorette.
Yep.
And I'm like, it can't be good. These people, they're like, they just want attention.
Yeah.
But like this is actually great. I'm learning about the human condition,
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of learning about what love is for the first time. I've never felt it before, and I feel like all of these guys are in love with her, and they're bearing their soul, and they're talking about courage and vulnerability, and I feel like maybe I could also do the same thing. Like maybe they need a bachelor for the next show, and it
You
could
should
be
do it. You
yeah.
should definitely do it, man.
You think
Because like
I
you,
stuck
you
the
learn
kid?
what you learn what you really want in life when you have like so many choices in front of you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? And
yeah.
and like why shouldn't you be the next bachelor? You're a good looking guy.
Good guy.
You got a job.
I had a job.
You
I
had a job.
had a job.
Um,
I you
you've
know
got dating experience.
you've
And
got a roof over my head now that I'm moving in.
yeah, man. It
Like,
should be you. You should be the next bachelor. Cause like you
stop it.
you know what? Like I'm gonna call tomorrow.
What
Because I'm sure they're closed now.
you do that for me?
Yeah, dude. Because like I know you've been going through some tough stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Like the Cinnabon was like you stole cream from us, and I don't know what they were talking about
yeah.
because you never stole any cream that went on any cinnamon buns. I could vouch for you. I would testify in your trial.
Thanks, man. I mean, I did.
Oh, you
I,
did?
I did. I stole a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey,
I just thought you didn't.
check the fridge, bro. It's
That's where all
full.
that cream that was in there came from.
Yeah, yeah.
Frosting. I'm saying cream. I mean frosting.
I knew what you meant. You're complicit now, though.
I'm gonna come. Am I?
Yeah.
I guess it is in my house. It's like when somebody asks you to hold their drugs.
Exactly.
But look, none of that matters because tomorrow I'm gonna call the Bachelor. I'm gonna
Thanks.
find their number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call the Bachelor and I'm gonna say, Jerry should be the next Bachelor. And because it's not you calling and because it's me
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like your reference or whatever,
Yeah.
they have to say yes.
They have to, man. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be up there. There's gonna be like a line of beautiful, attractive people, and they're gonna say, Jerry, we want to love you, and then I get to choose all of them.
Okay. Can I ask you for one favor, though?
Hold on, I'm putting my arms around all of the imaginary people I'm gonna end up with.
I can see them, dude. I can see them there.
Yeah. What were you asking though?
Okay, like when they don't usually do this on the show, but if you're the Bachelor, they have to do whatever you say. I think after
Really?
watching the show, I feel like that's how that works.
Okay.
So like when you are on there and you're like, hey, Tennille. Let's say the girl's name is Tennille.
Classic girl name.
Yeah, and you're like, Tennille, you're great, you're gorgeous, you won a beauty pageant, but we're just not compatible. So I'm not giving you a rose, right? Because you got Courtney over there, and she's like perfect for you, right?
Very sweet. Courtney's great. Tennille, average.
Tennille's great, but she's just not your type, right? So then when Tennille leaves,
Yeah.
she just walks into a room and I'm there.
Hold on. Are you saying you're gonna be the Bachelor
runoff.
Runoff. I like it. I like it. And so everyone that I don't give a rose to then has to go through you.
Yeah. And it's just like when I call the Bachelor, they'll know me. And like after you become the Bachelor.
Oh, and when they call me, I'm your reference.
And so I'm Bachelor runoff.
Okay. 2 frosting thieves, 25 women.
I'm not a thief. I'm an accomplice.
And the runoff. I like it.
I think that sounds like a plan they cannot refuse. This is a plan that they cannot refuse.
It sounds like a plan that they can't refuse.
They cannot refuse this.
Why would they?
If I go into that office in the next 10 minutes and tell them about this plan, they have to agree to it because we worked on it so hard.
We worked really hard on this plan, and I think they'd be crazy to say no.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Yeah,
because
I normally don't, but in this case, we worked really hard on this, and I feel like, if we don't get it, I'm gonna have to take somebody out. I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay. Like, I don't want you to have to. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to have to do that for my sake.
I'm gonna do this for you. Look.
Because look, what I'm trying to do is get them to serve fresh bagels in the break room.
No, I understand.
It's not really that important.
Look, I went down to Kinko's and I got this poster board, right? And we put it together. We said, this is why bagels need to be in the break room, right?
Yeah, I mean, and not those stale bagels from the grocery store. Not the ones that come from Safeway. I want
Bruegger's.
Fresh bagels.
I want Bruegger's bagels.
Yeah, something fresh.
I want 5 different kinds, okay? I want sesame. I want oatmeal raisin. I want Parmesan, okay? I want
everything. We said everything.
And an everything bagel, right? And if I don't get this, I'm going to have to take somebody out. And as I'm doing it, I'm going to say, this is because of Kevin. This is for Kevin.
Okay, thank you. And strawberry cream cheese.
Strawberry cream cheese. And I'm going to leave a note on their body, and I'm going to say, this was for Kevin Ward. And I'm going to let them know if you got a problem.
I need to put my name involved. My name does not need to be involved in this.
Hey, I'm doing this for you, okay? And it's going to say, this is Kevin Ward. This is his contact information. This is where you can find him at this time of day. This dead body is because of Kevin frickin' Ward.
Okay, look.
For you, only for you, always for you. We're in this together now. Bagels, Bruegger's, strawberry cream cheese.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, look. I appreciate your enthusiasm for this.
Anything for you, Kevin Ward. I like you got one of those names you got to say the whole thing, Kevin Ward. And you know what? For you, I'm going to go all the way. I'm not just going to take them out. I'm going to find out where they live. I'm going to call HR. I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to find where all their families live. I'm going to say this was for Kevin Ward because we had the bagels we wanted.
Fabrizio, and to be fair, you have a name. It could just be one name. It could just be for Fabrizio.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's Fabrizio Donatelli, but.
Well, that's my middle name. Mozzarella, Fabrizio, Donicello, Mozzarella. You got to say the whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
It's all right.
I'll just say Fabrizio for now. But Fabrizio, I appreciate your enthusiasm for this. I know you've really been on my side. But I do feel like we might be taking this a little too far with the whole murders.
Whoa.
Putting my name on people part of it.
Kevin Ward. Look, don't back out on me now, okay? Listen.
No, I still want to do the thing about the bagels. I do. That's important.
I heard that. Listen, I knew you were going to wuss out on me. And you know what? I already got my brother, Fabrizio, and he's over at your house right now. And I got him on Skype. and I talked to him, and he knows that if you wuss out, he's going to take out your family. And you know what he's going to say right before? This is because of Kevin Ward. Okay? So you better go in there. You better go hard with me. We're going to go in there, and we're going to get those freaking bagels, Kevin Ward.
Yep. That's what we're going to do.
Take your family out also.
Okay. I see that I am in a situation where this is going to have to happen. So, yeah, let's go do this. Let's go do these bagels. And I appreciate all your help, and you're great. I have nothing bad to say about you. I have nothing bad to say about your brother who has the same name as you. And I'm
Fabrizio. And look.
Oh, okay. His two Z's.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I didn't actually know that you're gonna go in there. This is kind of just a tough guy act that I do. I've never hurt anybody, and in fact, every time there's a spider in the house, I have one of those little spider catchers and I release it and I put it outside. So listen, if you could just go in there and you could handle the whole bagel situation, because anytime anyone tells me no, I just start crying. I pee myself a little bit.
Okay, Fabrizio, I appreciate you. Fabrizio, I appreciate you.
Hey, you can call me whatever you want. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. You know, really.
You're such an honest person. I do need to make entirely sure that my family is safe. Is your brother Fabrizio going to hurt my family in any way?
No, I actually don't even got a brother. I don't know where you live. I mean, I did follow you home last night because I want a friend, but no, nobody's.
You want a friend?
Yeah.
Do you play board games? I have a great one where if you drown, you go to heaven.
I heard about that game.